Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it on YouTube. If you're watching and you want to subscribe and get their daily notifications, it's really great. It's a really great thing. We're also available wherever fine audio podcasts can be found, including CastBox. Download the CastBox app for free on iOS or Android devices. Subscribe to Going In Raw. Leave us a comment. Be very nice. Are you enjoying a tasty beverage over there, Larson?
Yeah, some iced tea, man.
It's
very refreshing.
Friday.
Very refreshing.
It's refreshing Friday. Where's my beer?
You know where they're at.
I know. I'm debating. Should I get one now or when we're shooting our
Let's do the for the
weekly
Saturday show.
roundup?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll get some coffee beforehand.
Okay. Oh dear.
And then we'll come back.
Yeah.
And have a beer.
Okay. Sounds good. And we'll do all that. Anyways, hope you guys are doing good.
Yes.
We're available many places, not just in the podcast realm, but also on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve Larson. Got a very fun episode of Post Show Yay or Nay available exclusively to the $5 patrons. We're going to do a episode of 10 for the win because I brought that back. Legalities be damned, Larson. It's behind a paywall, so they can't sue us, right?
They might be more inclined to do so because we're directly profiting
We're gonna be in that discovery process, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I'll rule this if this is a cease and desist.
We're gonna fight it. No, we're gonna fight it.
we're not gonna fight anything.
We're gonna
It's
fight
fine.
it.
Totally fine.
And we're also gonna watch some more backyard wrestling.
Great.
Very exciting. Dog Ref is back.
Oh, Dog Ref is back. Same promotion.
Patreon.com
Or Federation, sorry.
Patreon.com. Same backyard, yes. Patreon.com/Stephen Larson. $5. You can join in on the fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's a great way to support Going In Raw for a fairly cheap amount. Every day they get a new post show.
It's true.
Monday through Friday, anyways.
True.
Yeah. And Pro Wrestling Tees. How's that Chill Roman
I
shirt?
just need some palm trees, man.
Yeah.
Once I get some palm trees, it's ready to go.
Right on. Well, I'll find you some palm trees. Maybe I'll draw you some
I
palm
told you.
trees.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I told you yesterday. My dog's under the weather.
Yeah,
Bit of a
man.
mess at our house right now.
Yeah. I know. I've been trying to figure out my dog situation, too. Because school's back in session, I can't go to the school at like 9 in the morning when I used to, after I dropped off Bama at school, to go chase gophers. Because school's back in session, they're doing PE and stuff. I can't go on the school grounds when they're in session. So I have to figure out a different time to do that. If I do it too late at night, the skunks are out.
Skunks, yeah.
Yeah. If I do it too early in the morning, I imagine skunks are also out.
Yeah, and also that just means you have to get up earlier in the morning.
Which I don't want to do at all.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Because Lacey goes to work really early. Anyways, let's do some super chats, and then we'll talk about some wrestling. Because we've got a couple of...
We got a lot of news today.
Huge story about WWE versus New Japan.
Yeah.
That is fascinating. But let's first read some super chats.
Yes, Overpush, No Sell Jabroni, $5. What's going on, friendos? Happy SummerSlam Friday. Don't big league me, bros. Hand down crotch.
Hey, don't big league me, man, okay?
Joe Juarez, $5. Hey, guys. Just got back from getting high off some burgers.
Oh, nice. See what he did
Delicious.
there? You see what he did there?
And I
He
think my
made it-
delivery helped because for a
it
second,
did. It did.
you thought,
That was good delivery right there.
smoking something.
Good
But no,
delivery.
It was just meat. Guillaume Halili, $2. Friendo, started listening to RFK tapes. It's real. Have you got caught up yet?
Oh, man.
Get on it already.
It's back to school week. I have like 3,000 step kids. They're all going into school right now. Plus, Bama's changing classes on Monday.
You just should have kept up this whole time.
No, but the only time I can really get on do the podcast is when I'm on my run.
Yeah.
And like this week, I haven't been able to do that at all. Like one day I've been able to do that. And because, I got to go to Staples and buy supplies, et cetera, et cetera. It's really annoying. Don't have kids, people. It's just annoying.
Universal Jones, Shag, Mary, Fire, various Jerichos, WCW Jericho, The List Jericho, or current New Japan Jericho.
Oh, fire current Jericho. He's scary.
He is scary.
He's just scary.
Marry the List.
Yeah, marry the list.
And F, WCW.
That sounds good. That all sounds good.
Universal Jones, Better Kisser, Lesnar, or Jericho. Oh, Jericho.
Oh, Jericho. Lesnar's terrifying, dude.
Jonathan says, Going In Raw weekly pullout. It's like a recap show.
Wait, what?
I guess that'd be for the Saturday show.
Oh, I like the weekly pullout. We pull out the best stories from the week.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. But the thing is, the graphics are already done.
It can't be that hard to just redo everything. Fiend kicks. What's more likely after SummerSlam? Dream going up, EC3 going up, or both going up?
But I'm going to say both. I think they're both going up. I think if you look at their build, it's been nothing. And what are we used to on main roster builds?
Nothing builds.
Nothing builds. And so they're getting used to that. They did the stand tall, the stand tall go home thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting used to that. And we've
Well, they
heard
do that in
rumors
NXT
about
too.
Velveteen for a while.
Oh, yeah. Since,
and
Mania.
EC3 was ready to go as soon as he stepped foot in NXT. So they're both going up.
Quoth the Raven 79. Hey, Stephen Larson. I was wondering, why didn't Breezango do an intro for the show? We had very little time with them.
No, it wasn't that. Don't blame that.
Well, that was part of it.
No, blame me. I fucking forgot.
Well,
and I was so pissed off at myself after the fact.
Neither of us made a point of remembering, so don't blame yourself.
I do. I put it on myself. I felt so dumb about that after the fact. I really did. That was just on me.
Well, I think part of it too is because we were rushed because we knew we didn't have a lot of time with them.
Because I was kind of burnt about not going and not being invited to the SummerSlam party, where we could have got more invites or more intros.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was going into this thing. Okay, cool. We got Bobby Roode. We got Breezango. And then I got Bobby Roode. Idiot. I think it was because I was having a lot of fun talking to them.
Yeah, that too.
Bobby seemed a bit tired.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I think I was more on point because I was like, okay, he's tired. He doesn't want to deal with the dipshit. So I got to be super professional with him. Mm-hmm. And we did our thing. And
whereas
with
Breezango, they were.
I was gonna go have a beer with those guys afterwards.
They were cool being goofy.
Yeah.
Horse Trick Incorporated. Love you guys. Too sweet to Steve and hearty handshake to Larson. Jeffrey Nguyen. Shag, Mary, Fire, Papa Shango, The Good Father, The Godfather. The Good Father. Was that when he was in Right to Censor?
Yeah. Good Father, yeah.
All right, you married the Good Father.
Yeah, because that's literally his name. I mean, you probably shag the Godfather because he's a sex trafficker.
Yeah, he is.
But, if you don't want to take that cynical tact, he's a fun-loving pimp, I guess. His hoes seem to be consensual. I don't know, man. I dig myself into Meltzer territory here.
Yeah, you don't want to continue down that path. Trey Saunders, just got home. It's my day off and rest day, so I just got real high and just ate so much food for recovery. Tommy Cat, possible spoiler, AJ advertised as champ for rematch against Joe for Atlantic City House Show Monday. Can't stick around. Work is busy. Thanks, friendos. James McBreen, predictions need stakes. Loser oils Adam Mayhem.
Loser what?
Oils up Adam Mayhem. Like baby oil.
I would not take that, not even for a $200,000 charity
Really?
Patreon. I wouldn't oil him up. That's scarring. That's traumatic.
Oh, come on.
Ugh.
Nick Failer, he says, SCU. Delete. Oh, it's Delete's birthday. Happy birthday. He says, this is my birthday. Can I get a shout out?
Delete. Henchman. Are you henchman, yay or nay?
Delete's not henchman.
Are you number 2 to Nemo? Is there a power struggle?
We need some Freak Legion
fanfic.
Or at least vlogs, official vlogs.
Yeah, right.
Guion Halili, Shag, Mary, Fire, Vince, Dixie, and Double J. Ain't he great?
Well, Fire Double J.
Yeah.
Marry Vince because money.
Yeah.
And then no, you know what? I'd marry Dixie because she has money too. She
Yeah.
married into it, and she doesn't really do anything. Vince, he'd never be around.
It's true.
So shag Vince.
Yeah.
He's probably crazy in the sack.
Oh, probably. Joe Barton, who did it better, Whippersnapper or Stone Cold Stunner? Also, check out my cousin Willie Jack Robinson, the unofficial number one contender to the H title. Sorry,
Father for the H title championship. Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah,
was the best. Although, man, I'm telling you, dude, this freaking Ray Phoenix versus Sami Callihan match on Impact, it started the show.
Oh, really?
Ray Phoenix's friggin'
he's
cutters. Incredible. Those cutters, like he'll go on one side of the ropes, bounce off him, drop a cutter on the ramp. Oh, man. Sami Callihan's great, too. He's crazy. Anyways, let's talk about wrestling.
Hold on, one more. Daniel Reyes, would you ever do food reviews again? Not fast food.
I'd consider it, but I kind of just try to stay away from that
Alpha
stuff.
X EC3 paranoid to pools because Drew threw him one back in TNA.
Oh, there you go. Let's talk about this Chris Jericho
Yeah, this
story.
is fascinating stuff.
Super fascinating and exciting, even though it's never going to happen.
So, recent episode of Talk is Jericho, baby. Chris Jericho mentioned that he pitched an idea to the WWE where he, the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, would take on the WWE Intercontinental Champion one-on-one at SummerSlam this year. And apparently he was all ready to pay for his travel or get his travel worked out for the go-home show of Raw to set it all up. This is the quote. Quote, I placed a call, transcripts courtesy of Fightful. Quote, I placed a call to a certain head of a certain wrestling company, and I said, I've got something for you. It's big time.
Big league.
What do you think about the first ever Intercontinental Champion versus Intercontinental Champion? Jericho versus Rollins. What's the finish? Doesn't matter. New Japan versus WWE, and you can make this happen.
You can make this happen now.
And so apparently, I guess it was received, but nothing came of it.
Obviously, yeah.
He said he got a decent response, but never heard back from the
It got
idea.
a decent response. I wonder from
they
whom.
should have been jumping off their desk to make this happen.
It would have been
How incredible.
huge.
Massive. Massive.
Huge.
Here's an opportunity for not only WWE, but New Japan to make a lot of money potentially. Why doesn't WWE do these things? They think they exist.
Here's why. Here's exactly
No,
why.
I know why. They need to broaden their horizons, damn it.
What do you think the reason is why they wouldn't do it?
Because they're hesitant to exist in any other wrestling. They're hesitant to acknowledge any other wrestling exists around the world.
It's not that. The amount of money that they would make over what they already make with SummerSlam wouldn't be worth it. They wouldn't make significantly more money off of this. Therefore, why give the rub to their competitor?
Cool, man, because it's cool.
I agree. Look.
And it would make them, WWE, look cool.
Look. You know why. But that's why, because they're not going to make that. They wouldn't make a significantly. It's cool. It's super duper cool.
Yeah.
They think more about. They think more about
a publicly traded corporation as opposed to a wrestling promotion.
Ronda Rousey and the mainstream possibilities, and maybe even we've talked about the possibilities, and we'll talk about Brock Lesnar in a little bit. The possibilities of Brock Lesnar in the UFC. Possible, pseudo cross promotional opportunities with the Universal Championship, UFC. I in my official SummerSlam predictions, I said I think they probably don't want to stray into that territory because it might be dangerous for them, and so that's why I think Roman's going to win at SummerSlam. I would love to think that they would be cool with that kind of cross promotional thing, but they care more about the crossover mainstream stuff than appealing to the hardcore wrestling fans who would love this, and it would be awesome. It'd be so cool. And on top of that, hold on a second before you say, on top of that, they could, in their own weird way, have their cake and eat it too, because once all those contracts come up, Meltzer talked about this in his newsletter too, and he did a pretty good write-up on it, on the possibilities. The Young Bucks, Kenny, Cody, with their contracts coming up, and WWE having the ability to back up the Brinks truck and do their own version of a New Japan WWE invasion crossover type thing, which would suck, which is probably going to suck because they never do that stuff right.
Nope.
But Vince didn't think that. So with that ability to just raid New Japan and Ring of Honor, why do that? There's zero incentive for them to do this. Yes, it would be supremely cool, but it's never going to happen.
No, I know it's never going to
not happen. And that's why, because they're not going to, they really wouldn't, in the end, they wouldn't benefit that much from it, if at all.
No,
But
I think they
boy,
would.
it'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool because it would make the product cooler. The product was never cooler than it was during the Attitude Era, and it was also when the product was most popular. Because it was, one of the reasons, because it was cool.
But it's more profitable now.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
that's the bottom line.
No,
man.
I know
It's
it
business.
is. It
It's
is the way the
business.
TV landscape is. There's an emphasis on live broadcast. It's just the way it is. I know.
Why didn't we? See, we should have booked our own IC versus IC title at our own SummerSlam. We booked
We should
SummerSlam.
have booked, like someone else should have a H title, and we can book a H title versus H title match.
There you go. Maybe what do they call Max Wrestling? Their promotion has a H title.
Could be.
Then we'll do a crossover.
There you
thing.
go.
I like that Max Wrestling.
title
Or
versus H
McDonough
title.
Family Wrestling.
Yeah.
Have them have a H title.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's all. Those are all good ideas, Steve.
So it's a bummer, man. It's totally a bummer because Chris Jericho is obviously one of the most creative guys in the history of pro wrestling.
yeah.
And obviously he's friendly with everybody in all the realms. So this is an absolute bummer, but the WWE cares about the money.
Yeah, no.
Their stock is up to I think it's at $78.
Man, I really should have bought it when they had the IPO and it was like $13.
I know.
When we were in college.
I know. But who had money back then?
Not I.
Not I.
Not I.
Exactly.
I was existing from care package to care package for my parents, so I was subsisting on banana bread and grape juice pretty much.
Yeah.
The hell is this?
You got going on over
Or
there?
my fingernail.
Some sort of weird. Oh, you need to cut your nails, buddy.
I do. They're long.
I just did mine this morning because I can't stand when they get long.
I know they're starting to get to that point.
Yeah.
So, anyways, cool. Would have been neat. Of course, WWE's not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's a bummer because they don't think there's anything in it for them. But I think there would be if they just kind of got out of their little bubble.
If they want to completely blow up the internet, and here's the thing, I do believe, same as you, I believe there is monetary worth in it, but they're the people who have, well, because that matters.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying there's monetary worth in terms of how WWE perceives the monetary worth, strictly dollars and cents, but you can't exactly put a price on buzz, and you're gonna get mainstream buzz from having Ronda Rousey and Brock involved and stuff. Yeah, that appeals to a broader audience, but when there's a perception of from a certain segment of the wrestling fans, perhaps that about New Japan being a wildly better product than WWE, and then you say, okay, well, we'll show everybody that we can do this too.
Yeah,
bring in Chris Jericho, which I know he's pretty much a WWE guy. Bring him in as an emissary from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Have him take on Seth Rollins. It'll get some mainstream coverage because New Japan gets a lot of decent mainstream coverage in sports publications, at least. What shirt is that?
This one?
Yeah.
All over print. Why did I know you were going to point that? I didn't know you were going to stop your sentence during it, but I was
that's
like,
Razor Ramon all over print.
Oh man, you're going to love that shirt.
Yeah. So there's that the Almost shirt's not bad.
That's a good one.
I think it would garner some. Yeah, that's not good. Garner some pretty decent mainstream coverage in, say, Sports Illustrated, the publications that do weekly or somewhat regular wrestling content.
Yeah,
heck yeah, it would. It'd be huge. It'd be a case where they could have their cake and eat it too. They can have Rousey involved in the show, get the huge mainstream coverage, and then you have this match that's going to create buzz amongst the hardcore fans. It's the best of both worlds.
I know.
And you can monetize that.
Yeah, I know. I do feel there was one interesting bit in the Observer, and I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the sourcing on this would be, but there was that signing of Impact's head video production guy. Long? James Long?
Something Long,
Something like that. And Meltzer in the newsletter, when mentioning that, said that he is believed to be one of the guys who's going to be part of Triple H's team for when he takes over main roster.
Interesting.
Which is a fascinating statement if there's any even kernel of truth there. Because that would indicate that there would be some changes. I do believe that if Triple H,
Kevin Dunn out the door, huh?
I do believe that when Triple H and Stephanie take over, a lot of people are saying, "Hey, don't get your hopes up." My hopes are I think there's a good reason to believe that there will be some significant changes.
Oh, I think there'll be some changes, and I think some of them will be significant and some of them less so. Just based on how Triple H has talked about the different genres of wrestling as represented by NXT and main roster, and I think there will still be a delineation between the two.
Yeah, I think so
too. But I
think
the gap will close somewhat.
The fact that he talks about the NXT title as being potentially like an NWA traveling title amongst it.
That's pretty neat.
That's really neat. And I would think that he would have, since he has a fondness for that idea, I would think that he would have a fondness for the idea that they used to do those, like super shows, cross-brand, cross-promotional shows back in the day, a lot more than like WWE would do now. And I could see him listening to Jericho and saying, hey, that's a really cool idea. We can really not lose anything and gain a lot. Like you're saying, you can really, if you want the buzz, hey, if you want your shirts in Full Sail in that crowd instead of the Young Bucks and Bullet Club, you can do that. You can do that. Just be cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can do the cool thing. I would just speculate that kind of thinking is probably something that we'd see more of once Vince is gone, because it feels like a Vince thing that wall would be, you know? So
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. Daniel Bryan.
No, you skipped the story.
Brock.
Speaking of someone Vince thinks makes money for the company.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. So Joe Pisich mentioned on the a recent episode of Barn Burner's Fired Up podcast there was going to be some sort of last-minute summit between Brock Lesnar and WWE officials just prior to SummerSlam. This is what he had to say, quote, apparently Sunday around 4 o'clock, Brock Lesnar will have a closed-door meeting with the head honchos, maybe Stephanie, Triple H, Vince, or whatever. I don't know what the meeting's about, but if he retains the title, you can expect Brock Lesnar will be working for both WWE and UFC. He is having, and I've been told this by 3 sources, he's having a closed-door meeting with the head honchos of WWE hours before his matchup with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Didn't something similar happen before Mania?
That sounds right, but I don't remember. I don't remember the specificity. Thank you. Yeah, of this type of scenario. 4 o'clock.
I know. Dun dun. It's like just one single bulb from an overhead lamp hanging down. It's hot. It's sweaty.
Kickoff starts at 5.
Yeah, no.
Aren't they doing things? Why can't they do this on Saturday? Aren't they doing things?
Because Brock's not going to get in until Sunday morning.
Don't they have things to do?
I'm sure they do. Vince doesn't sleep.
Day of? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So that's the thing, I guess. Ugh. So, I mean, here's the thing, though. Our predictions for Reigns versus Brock hasn't even been decided yet.
No.
As per usual, we are predicting things that literally have not been decided yet.
I know. It's the fun of doing WWE predictions.
We have zero way to properly tell how this is going to go, because the meeting that will dictate the results
hasn't even happened yet.
Won't even happen till like right when we're setting up for the live stream.
Yep.
That's so silly. So WWE has a lot of money now.
Oh, yes.
So Lesnar's probably going in thinking, you have a lot of money, and I want a lot of that money that you have.
Granted, he's getting a lot of money probably from UFC, but we can have a lot of money from UFC and a lot of money from WWE.
You can have lots of money.
That's a lot of land he could buy.
We know from personal experience it's good to diversify your revenue
Correct.
streams. So that's what he's trying to do. I just wonder what kind of value WWE places on Brock Lesnar. Or will this be, I wonder if this would be, let's upstage the UFC by owning a part of their crown jewel, what they think is going to be, because I actually think that Brock Lesnar is worth more to the UFC than he is to the WWE.
Especially with the ESPN contract.
I thoroughly believe that.
January, and that's why it seemed like they're timing his fight, with Cormier for the first huge ESPN show.
Yeah. Because they have had a part. I mean, I'm not a big UFC. I follow what I follow.
Oh yeah, apparently they've had a terrible year.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things that that people have. Oh shit, I am so not plugged in right now.
Oh dear.
Oh no, this whole thing's about to collapse.
Well, just turn off.
Yeah.
Wait, where's your cord?
No, it's just over here.
Well, go get it.
Well, can you take over for me?
It's going to be a matter of 10 seconds. Yes, go ahead.
1001.
Carry on. So, I probably wouldn't have to say anything. Oh, it's in your bag. Okay, I thought it was just on the floor. So who knows what's going to happen? We don't know. Vince doesn't know. Triple H doesn't know. Stephanie doesn't know. But it will be. Here's the thing. I wonder if
I suspect they're going to offer a figure. He's going to want a more figure,
and then it's going to be who bends first.
Yeah, I would think. I mean, who has more leverage here? I would think the WWE does. Do they really need Lesnar?
They don't really need him. Unless he threatens to walk out with a belt or something, but I don't
Let me just make another one.
think he would do that. Anyways.
That would create a lot more buzz.
Yeah, it would.
Probably get more eyes on the product.
It'd be interesting to see how the card plays out in terms of the order of the matches.
Yeah.
Because if it looks like Rousey versus Bliss is going to main event the show.
I wonder if that would be up in the air too, yeah.
And then what that would mean for Lesnar and Reigns. Would they do that because they want Reigns to win and they don't want the crowd to dump on the end of the show again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the inverse. Lesnar wins again, and the crowd dumped on that too at Mania. You know?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If Braun comes out to cash in, or if Kevin Owens comes out to cash in, and they do it successfully, that crowd it's going to be like Seth at Mania. The crowd will absolutely explode, regardless if it's either one. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I personally don't get excited when Lesnar shows up. I know a lot of people feel the same way.
Yep.
Obviously, they have their analytics and numbers that can show whether or not he is a draw or not a draw.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For the product, given how much great talent they're signing, I'd prefer if that spot went to somebody else. But the WWE, that's their business to run, so that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Daniel Bryan contract update. There you go. Yeah. So Daniel Bryan, he appeared on a recent episode of the Sam Roberts podcast. And when asked about the possibility of re-signing with the WWE, he said this: "I have not re-signed yet, but it could happen as soon as the end of this week. And it might be a couple more weeks or whatever it is. I think at this point, it's 90+%. I would say it's likely I will sign with the WWE."
But who does he want to wrestle, Steve? Who does he want to wrestle
he has
with?
a list.
Yeah, this is from an interview
These
with ESPN.
wrestlers just made the list.
Interview with ESPN just went up right before we started.
He says, "I actually do have a list of guys, and it ranges from guys like AJ Styles and Goldberg to Johnny Gargano and Roderick Strong, who are down there in NXT. I want to wrestle AJ. I want to wrestle Shinsuke. I want to wrestle Andrade Cien Almas because I love lucha. So Andrade is a true luchador who main evented arenas in Mexico as a luchador, and I want to go out there and I want to wrestle him. I have all these dream scenarios in my head where I would love to do this and that. I think that's one of those things that makes me so passionate about wrestling the variety." My God, a man after our heart, Larson.
In the same interview, he said he wants to wrestle till he's 70.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. Good for him. Well, he's on the same brand as a bunch of these guys.
Yeah.
Andrade and Shinsuke and AJ.
Pretty much all of them except for the
That are
people
on
in
the
NXT
roster, yeah.
or Goldberg, who's not even on the roster.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. He should put that in his contract. Say you
Yes.
are
He should have a schedule. He should have a schedule of when he faces them.
a calendar, yeah.
Yeah. The length of each feud, everything booked out.
The length of each match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each spot.
Each a legal pad of each spot booked down,
But
and then
then
when he
scanned
wrestles,
and then printed on, within the context or the body of the contract itself.
yeah, that'd be great.
So
What
it's
if
about
him
a
and-
contract about that thick.
What if him and Cien Almas headlined like a Mexico tour?
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, and then he could do didn't he wear a mask when he was American Dragon?
Mm-hmm.
American Dragon. There you go. That'd be pretty cool, man.
Versus La Sombra.
Did you see that? I mentioned this yesterday. I think not on the show. WWE Network added 4 matches to their Hidden Gems
Yeah, I was
collection.
sitting right here when you read the list.
The 4 participants in the 2
Title matches,
Title
yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
Coming up at SummerSlam, there is a Samoa Joe versus Tommy Dreamer match from UCW?
UWC, something like that.
Something like that. And from 2001, I think. An AJ Styles match versus, I think, a dude named Rick Michaels on like a dark match maybe for WWE Velocity or something like that from 2001 also. And then over on the other side, there was a previously unaired Brock Lesnar, I think, Undertaker title match from I don't know, when Brock's first time in the WWE. And then who am I missing? Oh, and then Roman Reigns when he was wrestling as Lee Key
In FCW.
in FCW, and I forget who he fights.
Is Wyatt?
No.
No.
I forget. I don't know.
Don't remember.
But
Fascinating
that's
stuff.
cool. I might check that stuff out. I love.
Oh, heck
I'm
yes.
surprised they haven't put up more FCW. I'd like to see entire episodes of
know.
FCW.
There's a Shield triple threat match that I saw on internet. Dean or John Moxley.
Yeah. Was he John Moxley at the time?
I don't remember, but he was yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Don't remember. Seth and Roman.
Yeah. Speaking of Dean Ambrose,
Oh yeah.
we have information on the Ambrose heel turn that we all expect to happen. That me and Larson, anyways, expect to happen.
Yeah,
You
but
think
however-
it's not going to happen at SummerSlam. I think it's going to happen at
We'll
SummerSlam.
see, but if you want to avoid potential spoilers for SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell, mute the audio right
Yeah.
now. I'll start waving my hands like this when it's time
like
to
a madman.
to unmute. But here you go. AT&T Center in San Antonio released the newest advertisement for Hell in a Cell.
Also a potential spoiler for the Universal Championship scene, but
Yes.
all that remains to be seen with Lesnar.
Yeah. And along with the previous advertised matches of Reigns versus Owens and AJ versus Mojo, those were advertised previously, they've added 2 more. Randall Orton versus Brother Nero.
Brother Nero.
And then a tag team match between team of Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. So card, of course, always subject to change.
I'm going to do this. Okay. Yeah, so there's a couple fascinating things about that. Number one is, like you said, of course, Seth and Dean teaming against Dolph and Drew, which would indicate that maybe the heel turn is not going to happen soon.
That's what I think.
It's going to happen a
Slow
little bit
burn.
later. They might. Meltzer was speculating in the newsletter as well that they might want to milk the Shield stuff more, get some money off that, and then
So long as this all leads to Shield triple threat main event at WrestleMania for Universal title, then it's all good.
there was also some. And then this year, the
what it
Reigns,
should be.
I believe I agree with that. The Reigns Owens stuff is really fascinating
Yeah.
because it could indicate that Owens is going to be maybe either getting that Money in the Bank briefcase
Or getting that title.
or getting the title, something big. But I really do like the idea of an Owens Reigns feud.
We've seen it before, too.
Yeah,
And it was good.
and it was really good. Anything with Kevin Owens is great, and on the bigger stage, the better for him. A couple interesting things from the newsletter this week. Matt Hardy has been shadowing producers
Yeah, because he's hurt.
backstage because he's hurt, and of course that could be if he's another person has been shadowing producers. Jason Jordan. He's young.
I know. Apparently, his recuperation from neck surgery has not been going well.
So they're already like grooming him to be producer. I mean, that's good regardless. Even if you're like, I don't want to like down. That's great to say, hey, I did some of this shadow work, for a big TV production thing, regardless of what you're going to do down the line.
Yeah.
But oh man,
Yeah.
it's good to be. I mean, that's what Corey Graves when he got concussed. He just started he dove into the commentary stuff,
And now he's incredible.
And now he's amazing, incredible. What do I have a stain?
No, this is looking at your Alice in Chains shirt.
Oh, right on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, anyways, yeah, that's cool about Matt Hardy though. That'd be really neat. Like Devon's a producer.
Yeah.
Jamie Noble, Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
Oh man, speaking of which, Muscle Buster. Friggin', that's how Ray Phoenix beat Sami Callihan yesterday.
That's
It was like a
awesome.
spinning Muscle Buster. Oh,
Incredible. Phoenix is great.
incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. So yeah, there you go. That's your news for the week.
News for the week.
Want to take some questions?
Yeah, delete.
Oh wait, we have some mail.
Oh, we have mail. That's right.
Why don't you read some of those and I'll
Delete.
start opening this thing.
It says, as for the Freak Legion, they are all equals.
No, man, no. There's that
He
Loki
says-
is definitely a henchman.
I'm the powerhouse of the group.
Well, that might be fine. You might not be a henchman, but Loki and then the other dude. The other dude doesn't even have a name yet. I don't know who he is.
No, they said his name wasn't the match I
Do you
question.
remember what it was?
I don't remember
It was
what
like
it was.
Bill or Joe or something. That dude's definitely a henchman. He doesn't even have a mask.
King Bofa D's nuts. DC characters: Becky is Poison Ivy and Ricochet is Kid Flash. You're the DC guy here. Accurate, yay or nay?
Ricochet is who?
Kid Flash?
No, man. Ricochet is Flash, and Leo Rush is Kid Flash.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, this is from Vito Nusret.
Ryan Beek just moved to London, ordered Domino's because high as F. It's got even better with you guys. This setup is real.
Man, I
Peace
envy
and love to all.
I envy Ryan so much. I am an Anglophile. I'm a Brit at heart.
yeah.
I want to be in London with him,
Eating Domino's.
watching us eating Domino's.
Well, if you're in there, you can't be here watching us. Whoa, what is that?
I don't know what this is. I'm going to take a look at it in a second. It looks like some shirts.
Yes.
This right here is more fascinating to me because it looks like there's
sort of
some
flyer?
sort of flyer, and I love flyers for indie wrestling.
Oh, there's a note.
And there's a hidden coded note.
Ooh.
Why don't you open this guy?
All right.
And I'll look at
Is
this.
for. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, I like this.
Here, read. Or do you want me to do this first?
Well, this is a list of Chicago culinary recommendations.
Awesome.
We're going to be in Chicago in 2 weeks for StarCast. Come say hello. We're going to go to Freddy's Pizza, Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company, Taqueria Transpasada, Johnny's Beef,
Oh, heck yes.
Pequod's Pizza, Kuma's Corner, Portillo's Hot Dogs, and Original Rainbow Cone.
Oh, incredible.
Ooh, and he says, hit me up if you have any questions, and I hope to see you at All In Vito.
Thank you so much, Vito.
Very
It's a
exciting.
flyer from... Oh, there's a note back here.
Oh, there's a note.
Here, you can read note.
I'll read note. Greetings, friendos. Long-time viewer, first-time writer. I recently came in possession of these 2 wrestling shirts and thought you gentlemen could get some wear out of them. Here, why don't you unveil them
All right.
for us? Larson, here's a Dude Love shirt because, as we all know, Dude Love was Vince's early pick to dethrone Austin and set in place Mankind's role in arguably the best WWE pay-per-view ever, Survivor Series 98, Deadly Game. Steve, I got you a British Strong Style. Oh, man, I love this.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that guy.
That's great.
Oh, man, a
This is
British...
a cool shirt. Check this one out.
Oh, that's cool. I love it. A British Strong Style shirt at a Progress Pro Wrestling event. And since you're a big, strong boy, I've also included a list of possible Chicago dining options for your considerations while you're in our fair metropolis for All In. Also, if you would be so inclined, can you give a shout out to my girlfriend, Ashley, for our 9th anniversary? Impressions of John Cena and The Undertaker would be appreciated since those are her favorites. Ashley,
Happy anniversary.
I want to tell you that Vito loves you. It's been 9 years of soft, cuddly lovemaking and powers of darkness. John,
Congratulations.
that's all you have to add?
I'm not a very sentimental individual.
John's a bit upset these days because he doesn't get the warm bosoms of Nikki Bella pressed against his face every night.
Mark, you know I'm a bit brokenhearted right now.
He used to tell me that he would put his face between her butt cheeks and sniff her butthole.
Mark, that was just between us.
He says, thank you for all the positive and insightful pro wrestling content. Keep up the great work. Be excellent to each other, Vito. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. That's a great looking card there, too. Look at that War of Attrition.
Warrior
match
Wrestling
lineup.
2, Sunday, September
Rich
2nd,
Swann,
2018.
Brian Cage, Pentagon.
Is that Ray?
Austin Aries. Yeah, Ray. Jeff Cobb.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Sammy Guevara, James Ellsworth versus Vacant. DJZ, versus Monix.
This is a great card.
Wow, that is a really good card. I know, like, it's a bummer because we're not going to be there on Sunday. We're leaving. No, we're going to be there Sunday.
Leaving Monday. Oh, we could hypothetically do
We
that.
could we could totally do that. We should maybe do that.
Well, then we couldn't do the Friendo meetup as planned.
Friendo meetup at Warrior Wrestling too.
There you go.
I don't know, I'll figure it out. We got a lot to figure out. We got to talk about all that stuff.
Thank you very much, Vito.
Thank you very much. That is so kind. I will take to the Twitter and you
All right.
take to the
Joshua Martinez. Having kind of a bad week, so I'm sitting in my car for lunch eating a Pizza Hut Cheesy Bites pizza like a fat bastard.
Fat bastard.
Hope your week turns around, Joshua. How are those Cheesy Bites pizza? You ever had one of those?
No, but they look amazing. Well, here's my question though. What do you do after you've eaten the Cheesy Bites?
That's the crust, right?
Yeah. How
What
are
do
you
you-
supposed to hold that shit? Are you supposed to fold it up? Because, you you do this.
Yeah. No, I know.
Like this.
And you rip the Cheesy Bites off the crust, so then you're just left with crustless pizza.
Right.
Whereas the crust is like the handle to your pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to fold it.
You just
Or
fold it, I guess. Don't even do that.
fork
What kind
and knife. You know, sometimes if it's like really like the crust isn't holding its constitution, you kind of have to do that.
I know. It's one of those
Not
it's one
preferable.
of those shameful things. You shouldn't really talk about it because nobody really should admit to doing that. But sometimes you got to do what you
You
got
have
to
to do what you have to do sometimes. There's no
gotta
shame
do.
in that, man.
Who's calling me from DeBerry, Florida?
King both of these nuts. Either Enzo or Adam Mayhem as Mr. How do you pronounce this?
Mixpidalic, I think.
Yeah. Thank you, friendo. Grim Gore. Eating Chick-fil-A with my wife is too sweet.
Ooh, that is the best.
Tom Fox. Sadly can't watch live. Take my money. Oh, dear. I lost my spot.
Kevin Michael has a question. Milky. In my opinion, Triple H beating Booker T at WrestleMania 19 is the worst case of the wrong man going over WrestleMania. What is the worst case of the wrong man going over in SummerSlam history? The answer is Lex Luger winning via countout against Yokozuna. They should have put that title on him, Larson.
Oh, okay.
They should have put that title on him.
I think
you saw the body slam competition on the USS.
Yeah, they were all
whatever.
chanting Hogan when the helicopter first landed, weren't they?
But it was Luger, and they all popped huge. You saw it. You cannot deny it. They popped huge when Luger dropped that body
Maybe
slam.
I had my eyes closed during that moment. You don't know that.
It should have been Luger going over and winning the title for reals.
I think fake Undertaker should have beat real Undertaker at SummerSlam.
That's the worst booking decision I've ever heard in my life.
Max Montgomery just got a $1.50 raise, feeling real right now. So here you go, friendos. Thank you, Max.
That's what we need to introduce in Stephen Larson Book Raw is a fake version of a character, like a fake Baron Corbin.
There you go.
But it's just obviously like, I don't know, Tyson Kidd or something.
Yeah.
Or Cesaro.
Cesaro.
With a wig.
King Bofad's nuts. Why can't the whole Shield go heel?
Because that would be, well, if it was anything, I'd like it to be Roman and Dean. Boy, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
People love Seth way too much.
I know.
People really love Seth.
And the problem with him going heel, they just love heel Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, $2, thank you. Kyle Young, what does your all-in weekend schedule look like? We're going to be at our booth at Starcade. Starcast, sorry. The second time I've done that.
Yeah.
Starcast, most of the weekend. All day Friday we'll be there.
Yeah.
All day Friday. We'll be there Thursday night. All day Friday. A good chunk Saturday and a good chunk Sunday.
I'm going to bring some art prints, too.
Oh.
We're going to try to make money.
Yeah.
We got to get some pictures of us taken. Just with our camera here.
Oh, okay. You
Or
don't
like
go
with
to-
the DSLR.
You want to go to the Sears Portrait Studio?
That'd be ideal, but that probably costs money. I'd rather do it for free.
Well, we still have to print them off. That costs money, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's cheap compared to having the professional Sears photographer do it. Sears doesn't even exist anymore there at Sunrise anyways.
Bummer.
It's gone.
Mm.
Big old empty thing. They should put like a club there or something.
Yeah. Black Mega Man. Are you two going to NXT Survivor Series in LA? Sadly, no. We decided that All In was going to be our trip for the second half of 2018.
Yeah.
Mr. Unforgettable just got off work sitting in DC traffic. Want to say happy Friday, friendos. Happy Friday to you as well. Good luck negotiating that traffic.
The Chad asks, he says, Steve, love the Alice in Chains shirt. Best Alice in Chains album?
Oh, it's Dirt.
And favorite Alice in Chains tune?
Dirt. And probably Wood is my favorite song. What about you?
What was that Alice in Chains track on singles?
Wood.
Well, wasn't there another one?
I don't believe
What am I
so.
thinking of?
What
is... Let's see here. I'm looking at the songs right now.
All right. Dirt is a phenomenal album.
For me, it's either... Well, in terms of like the actual tracks...
I'll move on. You can answer whenever you find it. Will Hamaker, pick one UFC guy to go to WWE and vice versa.
So many good ones, man.
A UFC fighter to go to WWE. I'm not that familiar with UFC fighters these days.
Neither am I. I don't know. If it was 10 years ago, I would have said Stephan Bonner. And in fact, he did some stuff with Impact, and he was fantastic. But he's also a little old now.
I'm surprised Kale Sonnen never did anything with wrestling because he acted
Yeah, I know.
or talked about doing it.
He seemed to love that stuff.
Yeah. Someone from WWE that should go to the UFC. Brock Lesnar. Cole Kurtenbach caught up on the show in time to catch this live. Power rank top 5 moments or matches on the road to SummerSlam that you really must see. Thanks, friendos. You mean this year's SummerSlam? What are 5 matches or moments you really need to see from this year's SummerSlam? Heyman's promo. The interview. That was good.
Oh, Samoa Joe reading the Wendy letter? No, that was bad. That wasn't bad. It was just kind of cheesy. Samoa Joe's first one where he talks about his family is good. I'd probably, like in terms of that feud, I'd say that maybe. Mm-hmm. The maybe conglomerated
Jack Dean.
Jack Dean. The conglomerated video packages of Daniel Bryan and Miz.
Yeah.
Those. When Charlotte said, "You're a diva, not a woman."
Oh, to Carmella.
That was a decent moment.
Yeah. DJ Chicken, $214, $20. Thank you very much. Hey, friendos, you're tasked with erasing every promo from 2 of the following: Undisputed Era, New Day, Samoa Joe, CM Punk, The Rock, Stone Cold Macho Man, and Ric Flair. Which 2 are you willing to delete from history?
Okay, well, let's take Undisputed Era out.
Obviously.
We're not deleting
Obviously.
anything
Anything Undisputed
None
Era,
of
no.
those. Yeah, we're not deleting
So
any of that
you
stuff.
can't delete Stone Cold because without Austin 316, like the Attitude Era basically doesn't happen.
I'm going to look, I hate to do this. I'm going to say Samoa Joe. I hate to do this. Ric Flair.
Wow.
No, CM Punk.
Yeah.
It's got to be Joe and Punk. I love the pipe bomb.
Or Joe and Macho Man.
No. The cream of the crop? Are you
It's great.
insane?
I know. It's great.
Cream. Oh,
It's great.
Yeah.
The eyebrow says Discord still muted. Did you do something to Discord?
Did I do something in Discord? Huh?
Cody.
They said you haven't told anybody to unmute. You didn't wave your hands.
Oh, sorry.
They muted the entire time.
Sorry. Read Discord. We were trying to help. I got so wrapped up in conversation.
I knew that was going to happen.
It's just
too.
question time.
I knew that was going to happen. It's just question. It's the most vital part of the show.
Bad Brains 28. I've been watching for a couple of months now, and you guys are the best. Good vibes sent your way. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jonathan, who's an old era non-top Carter who could be now? Who's someone who wasn't a main eventer in the past that could be a main eventer now?
Oh, man. That's a good question. I mean, you got guys like Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect.
Scott Hall.
Well, Rick Rude was a main eventer in WCW. Anyways.
Scott Hall.
Yeah. Boy, he'd be something fresh. He'd be something different.
Scott Hall.
Talking about machismo.
Glacier.
Glacier.
Raven.
Glacier. Yeah, Raven. Raven's good.
Kyle O'Reilly,
Glacier
air
is
guitar.
best.
Have you all seen the new Undisputed Era shirt? Yes. I saw it before we started.
It's better than the other one. Yeah, it's a big I know. They have terrible.
Well, the Adam
graphic
Cole
designers.
shirt's not terrible.
Yeah, you're right. So Dirt is definitely the best.
Oh yeah,
like far and away.
King Bofa D's nuts. Steve, I gave you good DC stuff. You Lesnared me.
What's that?
The Poison Ivy, Becky Lynch, and then
well,
Ricochet,
number one, Poison
Kid Flash.
Ivy. Isn't that going to be Alicia Fox?
Oh.
Somebody pointed to a comic book cover that featured Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy next to each other, and they said, "Oh, this is what she was doing because Alexa Bliss was supposed to be Harley Quinn."
Yeah. Okay, now it makes sense.
So there's that. But no, come on. Ricochet is the Flash.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be Kid Flash? Leo Rush is Kid Flash. I just made it better. What are you talking about me?
DJ Chicken.
He tried to big dog me or big league me.
You monsters. My memory sucks these days. That's all I do is this. Didn't do it. It's on me. They missed like 5.
They seriously? 20 minutes?
It wasn't 20 minutes. It's been like 5 maybe. Hasn't been 20 minutes. It was the last news story. Now we've just been doing questions since then. I'm sorry, everybody.
They're all telling. Well, I try to pay attention to Discord. I really do. I got too many things, man. I got too many things.
Yeah.
My own fault.
Mr. Unforgettable 6, who from the Attitude Era would thrive in WWE now?
Down in a Hole's good. What'd you say is the best?
Would.
Yeah. Man in the Box.
That's from the previous album.
I know, but that might be my favorite track of theirs.
Really? I never really got into that one that much. It's such a basic song.
What is it called? What does he say? It's just like sitting in my shit. That's gross. Yeah, that's visceral right there, man. If I would.
Could. You.
Steve.
Who from the Attitude Era would thrive in WWE now? Well, Austin, Rock,
Like half the
Foley.
Mankind, Triple H,
Kurt Angle.
Shawn Michaels. Like everybody.
Did you say Triple H? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Triple
China.
H. Triple H literally does thrive right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
China. Oh, yeah. Lita.
Yeah.
The Hardys.
Trish Stratus.
Edge and Christian.
Yeah, pretty much everybody
The
that thrived in
Dudleys.
the Attitude Era would still thrive now.
Yeah, that was the great thing about those. Just talent,
Yes.
talent
Across the board, all the talent.
Ken Shamrock.
Maybe.
not. Yeah, maybe. Let's see here. Stacy Civiter. What match are you looking forward to most at Brooklyn 4?
Cole and Ricochet.
That's what I was going to say.
And then the main event should be good too.
I am very curious about Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, Kairi Sane was awesome.
I know.
Absolutely incredible.
And if they have that type of intensity, that might be a show stealer, man. That really might be a show stealer. But for me, it's Adam Cole Ricochet. That could be as Adam Cole says, that could be special. He says, he's really good.
All right.
Some nights he's even great, but he's not special.
Fez Logic says Google Play podcasts are broken again. I guess Google Play is not real. There's 2 listings for our show. One is Going In Raw Pro Wrestling Podcast with the old logo. Disregard. The other is just Going In Raw with the current logo. That is up to date.
Anthony Perks, if you could pick Dean Ambrose's new attire, what would you have him wear? Dean Ambrose should be the kind of guy who never wears his own merch. Yeah. He should never wear his own merch.
Agreed.
So on We Book Raw, yeah, you're getting too close.
No, we had the same.
That's weird. On We Book Raw, he wears tighty whities with some visible pee-pee stains.
Yeah, probably not allowed to do that in WWE.
And that's
so
our druthers. That's what we want.
I'd say like a dark red or dark blue colored brief. Then, so it hides the visible pee-pee stains.
Okay, that's good too.
Or a gray heather.
Yeah. What if he comes out naked but with a football helmet? Justin Wern, what is your favorite wrestling botch of all time? My God, Jim Cornette retweeted. And I wish I showed it to you while you were eating, and you literally looked away. It's like a horribly failed sunset flip, where it's just sunset. It lacks the flip because he goes over the guy, and instead of tucking and going like that,
he just lands his
he
head
just
like
keeps
this.
On going this way, and his head goes all the way back.
That's awful. I didn't see that when
It's
he landed.
really
I just
bad.
saw a head hit Matt. Kevin Bowles, go to Kuma's Corner. There's one in Indianapolis, metal themed and the best burgers ever. W.S. Fletcher, so I just listened to Bill Apter's podcast with Hogan. I really tried to give him a chance, but he is making it difficult.
Oh, man, really? What a bummer. Yeah, man. And he thinks people are going to forget about it because he's got the NWO back. You see how apprehensive Nash looks to be in that video?
Oh, I know.
He looks like he does not want to be there.
Why'd they do that in like somebody's hallway? That's what it looks like.
Where are they supposed to do it? Parking lot?
No, at least they all have money. At least emulate what they used to do with the screen in the background.
Oh yeah.
It just seems so cheap.
Let's see here. The Diddly Doodler from Discord. See, I do kind of try to pay attention.
There you go.
I posted in the NXT chat that I feel that Gargano Ciampa needed Aleister Black to progress the story. They needed Johnny more concerned with hurting Ciampa than winning the match, leading to Black removing Gargano from the ring and pinning a broken Ciampa. What are your guys' feelings on this match tomorrow? I kind of wonder if it was more along the lines of the thing that we talked about yesterday. I think somebody else came up with this in our Patreon question thread, that Ciampa Gargano would find his redemption in getting Black back his NXT championship.
Yeah, there'd at least be a step in the process. Yes.
Order, yeah.
Yeah, Juan Guerrero with Omega Tanahashi probably main eventing Wrestle Kingdom. Should the remaining 2 of the big 4, Naito and Okada, face each other in a rematch of last year's Wrestle Kingdom? If not, who should they each face? Okada and Jericho. That's what I want to see.
Oh, that'd be great.
And
that'd be fantastic.
Naito. I don't know who Naito would face, though.
I never felt that they gave Naito Suzuki enough of a feud. I think a proper Suzuki, because you saw like that fantastic Zack Sabre Jr. Naito match a couple nights ago in the semifinals. That was really good. Zack Sabre Jr. went over. I feel like Naito, that needs to re-kick off that feud, because I thought the stuff they did with Suzuki and Naito was really, really good. They just didn't do a whole lot of it.
Yeah. Well, this is an interesting question. John Porter. Nothing to do with today's show. Just a question I've had in my head for quite some time. Is there anyone that could debut in WWE right now without going through NXT? Kenny Omega.
Omega, the Young Bucks, Okada, Naito.
Pretty much any of the top guys in New Japan.
Yeah.
Wouldn't need to. King Bofa D's Nuts just says, dude.
The Wrestle, youtube.com/the Wrestle Dude What is the best SummerSlam commercial WWE has done? Oh, come on. This is easy. Easy. The best commercial for SummerSlam WWE's ever done? Brock Lesnar F5ing a shark.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not even close.
Azos-
We need to go back to doing goofy stuff like
Azo
that.
Smith, who would make a better Universal Champion, Adam Cole or EC3? There's only one answer to this question. That answer
I don't
is
even know why you would
undisputed.
even pose that
I'm not
question.
going to answer it with words. Yeah, you got it right.
Kevin Mack. No talk about John Cena in a long time. What if, just maybe, he's a surprise show up and interferes in the Roman Brock match?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I don't think they would do
Not
that.
going to happen, no.
Kai, well,
No.
hey there, friendo. It's been a while. Hope you're well. I'm well.
Doing okay,
It's
thank you.
Friday. Although tomorrow I have a funeral. Today I have to go to a high school football game because my kids are cheerleaders. It's not my preferred way of spending my weekend, which is doing nothing.
And then you get to spend Sunday with this guy.
Oh, shit. Then I got like 8 hours
Boom.
of that guy.
That's undisputed, Steve.
Tim Spielak, yeah. When I meet you guys at StarCast, can I bring my N64 and a small TV? You bring the games. Just bring yourself, Tim. We're figuring out maybe doing something gaming related, but I just don't know.
They might even let you in with the TV and an N64. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, and then I don't know what kind of power ability we'll have our thing. It just
Yeah.
seems awkward. So I would probably just say no.
Wayne Maker, can you imagine Ospreay and Ricochet on WWE?
It'd be like slowed down 50%.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be 7 minutes,
I know.
for
Pre-show match.
number one contendership for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Levi Spencer, like Brock Lesnar F5ing an actual shark, or like Mark Cuban?
I would love to see him F5 Mark Cuban. I think it'd be great. I like Mark Cuban, though. Joaquin Cardenas. Everyone always asks, how did you meet? But I want to know, when did you guys start using the word friendo? Who did you pick it up from, or was it just something you guys
Anton Chigurh.
made up? Yeah, I think I just said it once on 10 for the Win.
Early
because
10 for the win.
I had just seen No Country for
Your
Old Men.
obsession with No Country for Old Men had just
That
begun.
is, God, it's either that or Lebowski, right?
For the Coen Brothers best movie?
Yeah.
So many good ones, though.
Oh, Brother is up there for me, though. It's like that's my 3. What are your 3?
It's probably Lebowski, No Country, and Raising Arizona.
Yeah, you're a
Because
big
I watched
Raising
that
Arizona
a
fan.
ton as a kid.
Yeah.
So that's got a place in my heart
Sure.
always. But
I
then
love Oh Brother,
I like
man.
Fargo a lot. Fargo is really good.
I like the show better than I ever liked the movie.
And then Barton Fink's good.
I've never seen that all the way through.
Miller's Crossing's good.
I think I did see that one. That's the one with
Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah. I've never been a big Gabriel Byrne fan.
I didn't mind him in that.
I feel like they needed somebody with a bit more
Oh, the whole movie is so brooding, though.
heft. Yeah, I know, which is kind of why I think it needed an extra spark.
Oh.
Because we just saw that, a couple months ago.
Oh. Kyle Young, does StarCast cost money? Need tickets? Yes and yes.
Correct and correct. I think you can go to Star with 2 R's, starcast.com, and they probably still have some.
They might
available.
have day passes
I
available
don't
still.
know.
I think
don't
most of
know.
the bracelets for the whole weekend are gone, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
But yeah, go to StarCast.com.
Yeah, for sure.
Check it out. The lineup's great. Should be a good time.
Delete the powerhouse henchman of the Freak Legion, $10. Could you guys book Sue Young and Rosemary taking over the Raw or SmackDown women's division? Yeah, man, they would just start turning them into like Sue Young goes to Raw, Rosemary goes to SmackDown, and they start taking the souls of the women's division.
Slipping an Undertaker there a little bit.
They face off at Survivor Series where it's brand versus brand. The one time of the year when brands face off in in-ring competition.
Wayne Maker, what would your respective wrestler type be? I guess if I were to be wrestler, who would I want to emulate?
So I would look back to the late 1970s, early 80s, Haas Wrestling and WCCW.
Mm-hmm.
It would give me
So Buzz Sawyer.
it would it would give me an excuse to stop exercising, to stop trying to lose weight, to stop giving a shit about my body,
Oh, okay.
right? And so I would just be Haas Wrestler.
Gotcha.
I think it'd be great.
All right.
Go out and have, I don't know, ribs every night or whatever, a bunch of beer. Mm-hmm. That'd be great. That'd be my wrestling.
I'd love to say Finn Balor because I want to get jacked like that.
There you go, yeah. Well, you could pull off Adam Cole.
Yeah, I need to hit the gym a little bit more, but I could get there.
Yeah.
I could get there.
Finn's tough. Finn's got a great body.
Aaron, should there be concern if Velveteen Dream loses to EC3? He reminds me of Bray Wyatt's early main roster period. Everyone said he didn't need big wins to get over because of his gimmick.
Well, I mean, that was originally true for Bray Wyatt. It wasn't just that he didn't get big wins. It's that his wins were, even his losses were meaningless. You can lose you can have meaningful losses if you're a character like Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Velveteen Dream loses to EC3, boy, that'd be pretty shocking given how the last
very
episode
surprising.
of
I know.
NXT went down.
I know.
And he just lost to Ricochet.
I know.
So I don't know. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for the show.
That's it for show today.
Hilton, let's
Thanks
get
for
some
joining.
music going
Thank
on
you,
here.
everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, Hilton. So nice of you to. All right, what are you doing this weekend, Hilton? Jack shit? Same as usual? All right, cool. Good job. I think you're doing good work over there.
Yes,
Good work
he is.
over
He's
there.
doing good work over there. Thank you, Hilton. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, anyway, you guys enjoy your weekend too. Patrons, stay tuned. We got a great post show coming up. $5 a month. You can go to patreon.com/Stephen Larson right now and join us for the post show in about 5 minutes. We'll talk to you
Correct.
guys later.
Bye.